The number one question I get asked on my YouTube channel is, how do I do a 40-day practice? What does it even mean, Salimah? So here it is, and I'm going to add in as many details as I can, and if you're still looking for information, leave a comment below. Here is the concept behind Kundalini Yoga is that it is about neurocircuitry. It's about rewiring the patterns of your brain, rewiring your habits, rewiring all of those beliefs that we've had since childhood, and using the body as a conduit for that information. And it takes some time to do that. So where it is perfectly fine to go onto my channel, YogaVision Online, and start playing around with different videos, playing around meaning practicing different videos and finding good benefits from each of those different videos. And then if you want to take it one step further, is to really think about what it is your intent, what is your intention, what is it that you're looking for next level in, what is the healing that you want to do, what's the stuff you want to leave behind. And once you get a little closer to those answers, it becomes much easier to find the right kriya. And what I mean by right is that something calls to you. You practice it and you get that ginger ale moment. You get that moment where it feels like, I needed that. Either I got a good cry, or I got a little tingle, or I got a eureka moment. I got something out of there that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And that's the one you want to concentrate on. That's the medicine calling towards you, that's asking you to come forward and claim it. Claim that medicine. And so that's the next analogy we can play with is while this is an ancient spiritual wisdom tradition, it is also working like a medicine. And the medicine of that is to use the time that it takes for the body to really take on those changes. And so the minimum number of days to approach a kriya, once you've decided this is my kriya, is 40 days. And it takes 40 days essentially to break habits, not just to create them, but actually to let go of the ones that aren't serving, or let go of the ones that are self-sabotaging, or let go of the ones that don't get you really where you want to go. And to make your next move is to practice for 90 days, to make the next move after that, it's 120 days, and then to really to make that kriya your own, to make those elements of the kriya your own, those intentions, is a practice of 1,000 days. So I'm sure in your mind you're kind of thinking, well, what if I miss a day, or what if I get bored? So if you miss a day and you are holding fast to a commitment, then I say that you start again. And you start again because it takes a lot of work and a lot of energy to commit to ourselves. It's not just, hey, I'm spending an extra 40 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day on my self-care, on my mental hygiene, on my spiritual essence. That's going to take time to carve into your life, and then to really uphold the commitment to that as well. So it's not a small thing to be able to complete a 40-day practice. And so that's the first challenge that you can offer yourself. The next one, as I said, is 90 days, and then 120 days, and then to really confirm that habit for yourself, to start showing up that way, is to do it for 1,000 days. So I do have experience with this. I did Sat Kriya, Satanama, for 1,000 days. It took me all around the world. It took me through many breakups and shakeups. And it was probably one of the best things I could have ever done for my numerology, for my sense of self, for all the cleansing that needed to take place. And so that's the idea behind a 40-day practice. And once you do that, you start to notice a little pattern. Is that, first of all, the kriya will poke you. You'll start to get immediate results. Something is sitting right in front of you that you have to deal with that is a direct cause of that change that you're introducing. The next part will be a provocation. Some kind of, a long-standing pattern might become a little bit more clear to you, or the people who you have been having a particular challenge with become a little bit more in your face. And then, so it's poke, provoke, confront, and then you start to make a challenge for yourself. You start to look at that new information and decide what you want to do. That's the confrontation, you confronting your former self. And then finally, uplift. And that's the feeling of accomplishment. That's the feeling of, yes, I did this for myself and for the community that surrounds me. So there you are. From my heart to yours, my name is Salimah, yoga therapist, here to offer you the best of Kundalini Yoga medicine. And if you'd like to personalize practice for yourself, the best way to do that is through numerology. Numerology, we sit down one-to-one and we have a conversation about where you're at, what you're looking for, and your date of birth becomes the roadmap that we start to navigate that with. And a 40-day practice is part of that. If you're looking for more, you check the links in my bio, and I'll be back again. If you like this information here, of course, like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and let others know that there is yoga beyond just the postures. There's yoga for the spirit. Satnam.